Alright, what it do, y'all? This your boy Pat coming to y'all once again. Welcome to another episode of Social Media Ish. One of the most treasurable things in the world is meeting a celebrity. Whether that celebrity is your favorite actor, actress, singer, athlete, etc., getting the chance to meet, interact, and possibly taking a photo with that person is one of the most memorable things you're bound to remember to your dying day. Like that 5-year-old kid who proposed to Demi Lovato on stage. Or when Sophia Grace and Rosie met Nicki Minaj. That kid that got kissed by Kate Mara. Like I said, the best moment of your life. But for many, not so much. Many other times, it's the worst thing that you've ever experienced. And we've all seen and heard the stories about rude celebs. Like Demi Lovato's horrible meet and greet with a fan. In Demi's case, the fan, Mike Peretz, paid $500 for a pre-concert meet and greet. Now to us, $500 is like a month's rent or a car payment, but to celebs, it's like finding a penny on the ground. But I digress. Now according to this article right here, he had only 10 seconds to meet her and take a picture, hence why they call it meet and greet. But after taking the picture, Mike then tried to take extra time to bond with Demi, telling her about his mental problems and how she's been an inspiration to him, only to have Demi pretty much blow him off. So after the meet, Demi did her concert and like every other celeb, pandered to the audience, telling them that she loved them, they're never alone, and she's always there for them. This just moment after treating a fan at a meet and greet like scum. Or how about Ariana Grande's 15-second horrible meet and greet? Now, according to her dad's blog post, his daughters and another person who had won a contest were to meet Ariana, but before that, they were given a bogus interview by MTV where they had to claim they had already met Ariana, even before they did. And after giving the interview, when she showed up, she was only there to take a picture, and after that, she bolted. Didn't talk, didn't interact, or nothing like that. And it wasn't until the daughters and the dad, blog posts and them taking to Twitter talking about how horrible that she was, where Ariana then comes out with her own excuse right here. As you can see, her excuse was a fan gave her a picture of her and her grandpa, and who had recently passed away, and Ariana said, she didn't want the fans to see her crying because she was still in mourning, so that's the reason why the meet and greet was so short. Now, believe who you want to believe in this situation, but to me, I wouldn't be surprised if Ariana was basically doing this to try to save face because, these fans called her out on her basically being a jerk. So there you have two prime examples of many of them of celebrities being jerks. My question is this: y'all surprised? Hell, I'm not. Because I know for a fact, man, celebrities can be the biggest jerks out there, man. But then again, so can we. Now, let me sit up here and let me talk to both celebrity and fan right here. First, starting with celebrities. Now, here's what you got to understand right here. You can have all the talent in the world. I mean, you can be the best at what you do and your craft and all that right there. But without us, the fans watching you, supporting you, buying your merchandise, basically filling up your pockets so you can have those $1 million mansions, those nice cars, those fancy clothes, all the finer things in life. Without us watching and supporting you, you ain't nothing. Like I said, you can have all the talent in the world, but you ain't squat without us. We're the majority of the reason you exist. So to sit up here and to ignore us, blow us off when we ask for autographs, take pictures and all that right there, especially intentionally, yeah, you might want to work on that narcissism right there. Otherwise, you might find yourself in the unemployment line, because we will stop watching you, we will stop supporting you, and we will stop, putting money in your pocket. Now, to the fans, here's one thing you got to understand right here. Like I said earlier, yes, it is one of the most treasurable things in the world to have your favorite celebrity interact or take a photo with you, something memorable. It's going to be something that's going to be treasured with you for the rest of your damn life. But you got to understand, man, just like we don't owe them our fandom, they don't owe us our attention. They don't really owe us a damn thing. You know, these people have lives, they have moods, they have, schedules that they have to keep and all that right there. Now I can understand if it's like a planned event or a meet and greet and all that right there, and you didn't get to meet them or they were rude to you and everything in this right there. Yes, I get that. But you got to understand, when these people are on tight schedules and you just meet them out of the blue and you're just like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. Can I have an autograph? Can I have this and that? And they don't give it to you at that time, or they just ignore you and keep on going on, and you see it as rude. Yes, it's heartbreaking, but you got to understand, man, these people have lives just like you. And when you're a celebrity, and you're constantly bombarded with people trying to talk to you, trying to get autographs, trying to get pictures, trying to, give you their deep down conversations, you're an inspiration, I'm your biggest fan. When you hear that on a constant basis, I can understand that can get to you. So to the fans out there, you got to understand, even though you put these people on godlike pedestals, like, they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, you got to understand at the end of the day, they're human just like you. They get tired, they get sleepy, they get exhausted, they get pissed off. So for you to feel that entitlement, like how Mike Peretz did with Demi Lovato, now I can understand. His experience was a horrible one, but the problem was, man, Mike had that sense of entitlement. He knew he only had 10 seconds to go in there, take a picture with Demi Lovato, but then he felt entitled to try to have a conversation with her and do all that. And Demi was already on a tight schedule. This was a pre-concert meet and greet. So it's like, after she did this right here, it's like Mike had to understand that he wasn't the only person who paid $500 to meet and take a picture with Demi Lovato. Then after that, she had to put on a concert to please all her fans. See, that's what Mike failed to realize right there. He was so mad because he had this once in a lifetime opportunity and he tried to seize every moment of it, what it is, and he just had bad experience. But like I told you, man, a popular person like Demi Lovato is constantly on the move. So she doesn't always have time to sit down and have full-blown conversations like how you want them to. And that's what any fan out there who has experienced this right here. I'm sorry that you had a bad experience with your favorite celebrity, but at the end of the day, you forgot. They're human, just like you. Now, imagine if somebody was constantly bombarding you with questions and asking this and that. Wouldn't that get on your nerves every once in a while? You're going to be like, dude, please, leave me alone. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, they're a celebrity. They knew what they were getting into before they did it all right there. True. But then you got to understand, man, these people are constantly on demand, especially if they're a very popular A-list celebrity. And you got to take that into account. Like I said, it's great to get that interaction with a celebrity. But if you don't get it, just take it with a grain of salt. Don't sit up there and talk about, oh, they're rude, they're horrible, they're disgusting, I'm not a fan anymore. Okay, be that right there. I can get it. It's a horrible experience. But at the end of the day, like I told you, just like you don't owe them your fandomship, they don't owe you their attention just because you want it. See, like I said, to celebrities, stop intentionally being narcissistic jerks just because you think you're above us and we're down here. And to fans, stop having this sense of entitlement just because in your mind, you think this person is the greatest thing in the world and you feel entitled to their attention and to get what you want out of them simply because you're a fan. But that's going to do it for this video right here. If you like what I do me a favor. Share, subscribe, hit me up in the comment section, and as always, backhand that like button. Anyway, this your boy Pat saying peace, and I'm out.